Alright folks, and we are back with Act 9. Act 9 of Emmo and the Lost Dutchman's Mine. Act 9 of the Mine. Alright. Last time we left off, we got the track switched. There you go, big guy. You can do it. Whoa! Ew! Kabluma. And now I think we can go down there. And hopefully get onto the plateau to the east. Fast-flowing river. We need a raft. Or a deflated doll.
I can't.
Whee! Probably didn't want to go over the edge there. I'm assuming. It's probably a good time to save. Haven't seen me save a lot this game. Well, that's because I neglected to. Not a good idea. And this is a slider puzzle. Yeah. Let's try this out. Okay, let's hope this isn't too hard. Oh, jeez.
It's better now, but there's still a piece missing.
Holy moly! There we go. Yes, of course I did clip out a few seconds because I didn't know if that would take me a while. It actually only took me about another minute. But I didn't want to bore you guys just in case. It's not very difficult. I promise. You didn't miss anything. Alright, so we got the river to stop flowing, and of course, there's a ladder leading down. Get your stone half quickly ready for use. Maybe even save, just in case.
Oh no! It looks like I need the other half of the map to fit in that hole. I don't know where it is.
But I do.
This fucker.
What are you doing here? How did you get down here?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, I just said that.
I followed you.
So I gathered. Why?
You sure you want to hear the whole story? It will take time.
Good point. If you don't care what Antonio's doing down here, how he ties into the plot, or why he's been absent for the last 4 acts, then I suggest skipping to the end. Carry on then.
Right. 2 years ago, I was elected a member of an archaeological expedition led by Eduardo Peralto and Jacob Waltz. My associate took care of my credentials. For researchers, those two were sloppy fact-checkers.
You have dug enough holes in your time.
Quiet!
Sorry.
They should have known to trust no one where money is concerned. It was a simple matter to poison the Dutchman, send my 2 colleagues on a short river ride, and make Eduardo appear the victim of an Indian attack. After all that bother, you can imagine how irritated I was to discover that both halves of the stone were needed to gain access to the treasure room. Waltz had already made it back to town in time to die, and Peralto's daughter sent his belongings back to Holland. I assumed his half of the stone would be among them, so I followed his junk overseas. Only after I arrived did I realize that she still had it. It took me 2 years to make the return trip.
You took your time.
You tried traveling abroad on a gardener's wage.
That's why you posed as a prince and spent all that time with Rita. You were trying to get the Dutchman's stone hat from her.
And I would have succeeded if you hadn't exposed me.
Don't remind me.
But you have had your uses. After the raid, you proved surprisingly capable of running Rita's errands. So I decided to lead you down here. I planted the forged journal and rubbing in the miner's hut for you to find. All I had to do was wait for you to arrive with Waltz's half of the stone.
A forgery? You mean that thing about the salted licorice?
Enjoyed it?
And how did you reach the cabin without the bridge?
There are other ways to cross a chasm without detonating dead trees.
But why come down here? You could have ambushed me in the cabin and taken Jacob's stone hat yourself.
True, except there is one last thing I need you to do for me.
I wouldn't help you if you held a gun to my...
You were saying? Your turn. In you go!
What am I supposed to do?
You'll figure it out!
Why don't you go in there?
There might be traps.
Traps?
I won't ask again.
Fine.
Halt! He who would seek the treasure of the Aztecs.
A disembodied voice. Nice.
Though pure and preserved in body,
Oh, meaning I may...
he who would pass into this hallowed hall must be judged worthy. And so well, and you may enter.
And if I answer poorly?
You don't want to know.